Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. I'm Gebo the Shaman, and today we are talking about what happens when we have Rahu placed in the sign of Gemini in our birth chart. So I'm not really talking about the house, just the planet and the sign, and we'll get through the houses later. So yeah, so we'll talk about K2 towards the end of this episode. So before we get into all that good stuff with Rahu in Gemini, I'd just like to let you guys know that I am a Vedic astrologer. I do Vedic astrology readings, and if you want to check them out, you can go to gebotheshaman.com. I'm having a massive sale going on right now. Everything is pretty much 50% off, so it's a great time to get a Vedic astrology reading. Alright, so we'll talk about Rahu in Gemini. So, what is Rahu? Rahu is, it represents unfulfilled desires, represents addiction, gambling, cheating, the occult, secrets, and being a trickster. So, deceiving you, tricking you, things like that. So yeah, that's what Rahu represents. And Rahu, if you didn't know, Rahu is the north node of the moon. It basically represents everything that I just told you, because basically Rahu, well, we have Rahu and Ketu. So they were once one body, but now Rahu is just a head, severed head from unattached from the body, and then Ketu is the body unattached from the head. So yeah, so we'll talk about. So that's why Rahu represents all this stuff like addiction and stuff, because it wants to eat, but it can't feel fulfilled. It can't feel full. It doesn't have a body to process that. Any desire that it gets is just goes right out its neck hole. So right out its throat. So anyway, so Gemini. We'll talk about Gemini. So what is Gemini? Gemini is communication. Gemini is ruled by Mercury. It is an air sign. Represents communication, represents commerce, represents business, being like an entrepreneur, things like that. It's very quick business. It's very quick communications, like texting and things like that. So yeah, so Gemini has a lot to do with communication. It's Gemini is the twins, so communicating with other people, and yeah, so it has to do with, like, I relate it to like texting, like quick communication, fast, back and forth. Gemini is also related to the brain, the intellect, the part that discerns, the part that picks apart things, things like that. So yeah, and so Mercury is a quick thinker. It's fast. It's quick. Things like that. So so we have Rahu here in Gemini. So what does this mean? Well, this means a person with this placement will probably be very communicative. They'll probably like to talk a lot. They'll probably like to hear themselves talk. and so yeah, they'll like to talk a lot. They'll like to hear themselves talk, and really, um, like there's this a desire for connection with other people, a desire to be as smart, as intellectual as possible. So that can be a good thing. That can be a really good thing, a positive thing. But when this gets out of control, that means that you are using too much of your brain, and you're up here all the time, and you're not here in your heart center where you need to be. So, Rahu and Gemini. Um, so, Rahu is obsession, addiction, and desire. So, Gemini is also short distance travel as well. So, yeah, gambling, cheating, things like that. So, Rahu represents gambling and cheating, so probably you would have an inclination towards gambling here, since Mercury represents like a quick hit, like a quick energy, quick moving energy, and so Gemini is, you might like you might like being one of those people who, like a poker player or something, who really aggravates and really messes with other people, really gets on their nerves in order to kind of distract them and win the game, kind of thing. That trickster energy, that gambling energy, that stuff like that. So you would use your communication skills in order to kind of push people's buttons and tick them off and things like that. So, um, so yeah, so that definitely resonates with that. So yeah, you definitely have this like trickster energy about you. This very and Mercury is always, or Gemini is always, that kind of playful energy, that kind of like quick wit, that friendly energy, that charm, things like that. Uh, so yeah, Rahu here gives you a lot of like trickster energy, like being very just like being very tricky with with and also this has to do with desires. So you probably want to like start a business or something, start like a small business and stuff like that. And if that's the case, go for it. Things like communication, like travel. So you might you know have like a addiction to race cars or something like that. I don't know, with traveling and with it's short distance travel, so maybe it's like uh, maybe you're into cars or something like that. But yeah, so really, but this kind of person with this placement, they probably like to just communicate with others. Like they want that social interaction more than anything. That's what this person wants, is that social interaction, and to that friendliness, that that kind of camaraderie and picking on each other as friends and things like that. That's what this placement likes. So yeah, that's kind of what it pertains to. And then of course you have the if you have too much of this energy, you can you can probably hurt people with being like almost like poking too much fun at them. This sign could be a very good comedian. So you could be a comedian, you could be someone who does like stage, comedy and things like that. So but yeah, you could offend. You could, really, have the possibility to like really upset people with this placement if you pick on them too much. So, that's one thing with this placement. So, in order to kind of balance that out, we need to go into the spiritual world. We need to, have some rules, have some morals, have some philosophy or spirituality behind us. Because the opposite from Rahu in Gemini would be Ketu in Sagittarius. So going into that spiritual realm and meditating and things like that. That's why I have this stuff. This will cure any problem that you have. Trust me, like I've been depressed and things like that before, and this stuff, when you start doing this stuff regularly, it just knocks it right out. So you just feel happier, healthier, full of energy, full of life. Like there's a zest for life, a desire for life, to actually, live life and not, go into your depression and stuff like that. So yeah. So I have a bunch of massive bundle sales going on right now on all my courses, services, products, everything that I have to offer. There's some massive sales going on, so check that out at gebotheshaman.com. The link is down below in the description, and you can check that out. Alrighty. So we have the Astrology Certification course. I offer an Astrology Certification course where I take you step by step, step 1 through step 10, like A through Z, walking you through the process of actually doing an astrology reading. So if you want to learn how to become a certified Vedic astrologer, then you can check that out. I also do Vedic astrology readings myself, and birth time rectification. So if you're one of those people who are interested in astrology but you don't know your exact birth time, it's so important that it be exact down to the minute. The birth time rectification service helps you figure out. It'll help. Basically, I'll get your birth time down to 1 minute, to the span of 1 minute. So it's a great option for you. Alrighty, so then we have distance energy healing, where I combine the qigong that you see me doing there with Reiki, with shamanic energy work and practices and things like that. So it's very powerful, very healing, and yeah, it's great. It's great stuff. So if you're struggling emotionally, physically, or anything like that, the distance energy healing will help you to overcome that. Alrighty, so we have the career coaching and life coaching. So, if you're one of those people who is struggling in life, wandering around life without any aim or purpose, that is not a healthy thing. That is not a good thing. So you need to get on your purpose. And that means getting a career consultation with me, where I will help you to discover what your purpose is. Alright? I also offer ongoing life coaching, and also ritual magic courses, qigong courses, all that good stuff. Alright guys, so the ritual magic courses go into your 9 levels of your psyche, destroy all your psychological blocks, and so it's very powerful stuff. and it helps you, you know, overcome the things that are setting you back from becoming wealthy, healthy, and prosperous. So, and happy. So, anyway, guys, that does it for me. Go check out all of my product services, everything that I have to offer at gebotheshaman.com. And please subscribe if you like this content, if you want to see more. I do upload daily, so you can have your astrology content coming to you daily. So go ahead and subscribe. 90% of you guys are not subscribed, so go ahead and do that. Alright guys, so we will talk to you later. Alright, peace.